Hi everyone, and welcome to the OK Magazine Google Plus Hangout with Kailyn Lowry from Teen Mom 2, who is now also a New York Times bestselling author. We have her book right here, Pride Over Pity. Congrats, Kailyn.
Thank you.
Very exciting. We're very excited to have you here. We're going to go around and just introduce everyone to the editors that will be asking Kailyn questions today. So I'm Hallie, the entertainment editor, and I'm also the Teen Mom expert, as they call me here. This is Leah Palmieri. She's the video editor.
Hi.
Then we have Caitlin Menza, the senior editor.
Hello.
Hi.
And then we have Emily Kanoff, the social media manager, who
Hi.
updating us on Twitter as questions are coming in. So let's start. Leah has the first question.
Yeah.
Hi, Kailyn.
Hi.
So we're very excited to chat with you today. Obviously, with the book, we learned a lot about you. We know about the abortion and a lot of the hard stuff that you dealt with before we even met you on 16 and Pregnant. So what have some of the fans been tweeting you? What have their reactions been since a lot of this news came out?
I've gotten really nothing but support and just saying that, I've inspired them or they can relate, which is super cool because, when I wrote it, I really didn't think that it was going to go that route. Sorry. I thought it was going to be more of, shocking, gossip type thing, but people have been so supportive, which is really, really nice.
Cool. We have Caitlin asking the next question.
Hi. Has your mom read your book or reached out to you about it? And if so, what did she say?
My mom did reach out to me, and she, sorry, Javi's not here to help me, so my mom, she did reach out to me, and she said that she is disappointed that our good times weren't in there, but I was in a super bitter and angry place when I wrote some of it, and so I feel like the worst thing stuck out in my mind more than the good times.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell us maybe a good thing now, since it's not in the book, that your fans could know about?
I mean, when my mom was sober for a little while, we used to go to eat every single Tuesday after she would get out of work. So that's something that's I still hold on to that memory, but like I said, at the time when I was writing it, I was just so angry.
Okay. So what stood out to me was sort of the chapter about Arya, and you kind of talk about this relationship, that we never kind of saw you have on the show. So can you kind of talk about her a little bit more and maybe what you learned from that and what you thought when you were almost going to lose Javi because of her?
Well, I learned not to trust everyone. Even your closest friends can be your worst enemies. So I'm definitely way more careful when it comes to, trusting my closest friends even. But I think it made Javi and I stronger because it takes a lot for us to come back from that, to bounce back from that. So I'm hoping that and nothing like that ever happens again, and I'm glad that Javi and I were able to pull through it.
And has she reached out to you about the book at all? Does she know she's in it?
She hasn't reached out to me at all.
Okay. All right, we're going to go to Emily with the next question.
Hello, Kailyn. So we want to know, what didn't Javi or Joe know before reading it in the book? Or were you just open about everything beforehand?
I think I was pretty much open about everything. I mean, Javi knew, vaguely the overall things and huge things that happened in my life, but I think he hadn't heard it in the way that I wrote it in the book, so he's still not wanting to read certain things, which is fine.
Yeah, it could be hard.
Okay. Let's move on now to Leah.
So there was some tension between Joe and Javi at the reunion show. Can you tell us where things stand with them now and what happened after the cameras went off?
I don't remember what happened when the cameras went off immediately, but we all, Joe, Javi, and I all went to dinner at one point. So we're all kind of trying to co-parent, and Joe and I are trying to include V and Javi more in decisions that we have with Isaac, because they are a huge part of Isaac's life too. So we're pretty good right now.
On the reunion show, you actually said that was one of you wanted to be like Leah and Corey and kind of all get along. So it happened that day?
Not that day. It happened a little bit afterwards, and I think maybe in the next part of the season you guys will see.
Okay. Caitlin, we have you next.
Yes.
I'm wondering what happens in general backstage at the reunion show, since they're often so tough and emotional. So can you tell us what it's like, and can you tell us about any like funny or cute things that happen there also?
So like we all have our own room, so that if anything gets heated or anything, like we can kind of have our own space, which is nice. But I think most of us just hang out in each other's room, so it's like one big family or whatever. But all the kids play together. This past reunion, Isaac and Aubrey were like obsessed with Frozen, watching it on the iPad and stuff. So that was really, really cute.
I love that.
Amazing. And I think what the fans were kind of talking about the most of your part of the show was how you kind of admitted to the physical altercation that you had with Javi. I mean, do you regret kind of talking about that? And A, did you feel like Dr. Drew was kind of pushing it? Because I kind of thought he was a little.
Yeah, I regret talking about it because it was so on the spot that I didn't even have a chance to really think about it, you know. But I don't really think it's Dr. Drew's fault that he had to talk about it. So there's like a storyline, you know, he has to follow it. So I'm not mad.
So have fans kind of reached out to you about that, or what were most people saying after the reunion?
I think I get a little bit of hate here and there for it, and you know, I can't really say that I blame people because it is my fault, but just to clarify, like, I am getting help for that. I mean, that's obviously something that I've been struggling with for a while, and I don't want people to think that I'm just going to continue doing this, or anyone else is in danger, my kids or my husband or anything like that. Like, I really am getting help for it.
Okay, good. Let's go to Emily for a social update.
Okay, well, everyone is loving your look today, the bold lip braid combo. Lana at Lana Del Queen says Kale is looking great. And so we have a question from at Girl with Gossip. She wants to know how writing Pride Over Pity helped you deal with your past traumatic experiences, and if you feel like you're in a better place.
Oh, I definitely feel like I'm in a better place. Like, I think that part of the writing experience was writing things down that I had on my mind for so long, and writing it down kind of gave me the ability to leave it on the paper. You know what I mean? It's not like I've forgotten, but I don't think about certain things every single day anymore. So it's so awesome, and I feel like it was so therapeutic for me.
And how have the book signings been going? I know you had one the other day, right?
Yeah, it was my first one, and over 200 people showed up, and I almost wanted to cry because Javi and I talked about it the whole way there, and we just did not expect that at all.
That's amazing. Congrats. Okay, so we'll go back to Leah.
So obviously we can see for ourselves that you don't have a ton of free time and personal time to yourself, but just in case someone goes down for a nap or anything and you just, what are the TV shows that you like to watch, and what is the music that you listen to?
Okay, so TV shows, like Ridiculousness, and then I also just watch HGTV like all day long. I love it because I became a homeowner last year, and I'm obsessed with doing all home projects and stuff. And then music, I like Luke Bryan, Jason Aldean, I like Britney Spears, obviously, and then I like that culture.
We actually had a Twitter question. One of the fans wanted to know what's your favorite Britney album?
I don't think I have a favorite because I like mix all my favorite songs and I put them on my own mixed CDs.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Awesome. You'll have to share one of those with fans because I feel like we all want to see that. Yeah. Kailyn?
Well, similarly on the activity route, what's your favorite activity to do with Isaac and Lincoln?
Well, now that Isaac's in school, he loves doing like pizza dates after school. So maybe like once every other week we'll go get pizza after school. And then Isaac loves the zoo. He loves the hippos. So we're going to the zoo tomorrow, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does he still love Toy Story also?
What's that?
Does he still love Toy Story?
Oh, yeah, he loves Toy Story. Well, Frozen is the biggest thing right now.
Yeah, okay.
I like Frozen.
yeah, he said I like Frozen. And what about Javi? Can you tell us what the most romantic thing that he did for you was, other than the proposal that we saw on the show?
I think when he first... What?
He said he's watching, so...
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Well, when he first asked me to be his girlfriend, I was in New York for either a reunion or something with all the Teen Mom girls, and he told me that we were going to Skype. And I was like, you better not ask me to be your girlfriend over Skype. Like, this is... So he's like Skyping me on his phone, and he's walking, and I'm like, where are you? He's like, oh, I'm at the mall or whatever. Well, no, he wasn't at the door. I hear a knock on my door in the hotel room, and it's Javi with flowers, and he asked me to be his girlfriend in New York.
That is really cute. I love that. Amazing. Emily, more social update.
Yes. So on the same line, Beaker at Corinne _ Beaker _ Corinne wants to know, besides the proposal and asking you to be his girlfriend in New York, what's your favorite thing you love about Javi?
Probably how patient he is with me. Like, I'm just so on the move all the time, just so busy, and he's just like very laid back and calm, and just kind of helps me kind of get my things together, you know.
Awesome. Okay, let's do one more round of questions. Leah will start us off.
Yep. Does Isaac still call Javi daddy? And if so, how has Joe responded?
I think Joe's pretty positive about it, and he definitely takes it better than I thought he would. Isaac does call him daddy sometimes, but he says that he has two daddies, and that he knows that Joe is his dad. I mean, Joe's pretty understanding. He understands that Isaac's kind of figuring out, you know, dad and stepdad. So.
Okay. Let's go to Kailyn next.
I was wondering if you're still mad about Joe moving in with V and making it harder for Isaac, or if you're okay with it now. And similarly, can you ever see yourself and Javi double dating with Joe and V like you talked about on the reunion?
Well, we all did go out to dinner one night, and I'm Team Joe and V. Like, it works out, and I'm happy that I was able to overcome, you know, whatever I was going through at that time. But I'm definitely okay with V, and I'm fine with them living together. I've seen the apartment, and it's fine.
Good.
Amazing. And now looking back on season 5, I mean, is there, other than the wedding and Lincoln's birthday, is there a part that was like kind of hard for you to watch that you like didn't want to relive?
Probably the phone call with my mom, because she ended up not coming. So I did tear up when I watched that. That was really hard.
Okay. Let's go back to Emily now.
All right. Michelin at sweet _ love X. Is a hard Twitter handle to say out loud. She wants to know how it felt when you found out your book was at the top of the New York Times bestseller list.
I freaked out a little bit, and I actually heard it. My friend texted me, and she told me first, and I was just a little shocked, because I wanted that, but I didn't know if it was actually going to happen. So I was super thrilled.
That's great.
How did you break the news to Javi?
I just texted him because he was at work, and he's like, "What? How do you know?" And I told him, and he was just like, "Oh my gosh, this is so crazy."
Amazing. We have another Twitter question from M.Dazier10. She wants to know if you guys want to have more kids.
I'm open to one more, and then maybe become a surrogate for someone, but that's about it. 3 is enough for me.
Oh, a surrogate. That's interesting. I like it. Should we say goodbye, and does Isaac want to come say goodbye?
Isaac, do you want to come say bye to everyone?
Bye!
Wait, we gotta look right here.
Oh.
Bye!
Isaac, do you have anything you want to say about your mom and Javi?
Okay.
Do you want to say anything? You want to say hi to everyone? Say thanks for watching?
Thanks for watching.
We saw a link in there too. All right. Well, I think that wraps up our Google Hangout with Kailyn Lowry.
Thank you so much.
Everyone, go get her book. It's on Amazon. It's a bestseller. Go get it, and you can learn even more than what we just discussed. I guess thank you, and stay tuned. We'll be recording these videos back on the site, so everyone stay tuned to see them again.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, Kailyn.